What's up, everybody? Welcome to another video on the channel here, and I just wanted to kind of make a video going through my overall thoughts on Ghosts from the Past as a set, and I have some strong opinions about it, as do a lot of other people. And before anyone says, well, you're just mad or salty that you didn't pull a Ghost Rare from your box, well, yeah, I kind of am, but that's not why I'm making this. I've kind of had these thoughts before I even received my box, based on what I've seen in the community so far with this set. So I've been kind of thinking about this for a couple days, and still none of this is really scripted or anything. These are just my honest opinions on this set. And the first thing I'm gonna say is that I'm not a huge fan of this. In fact, I kind of don't like it at all. Now, to give a little context on this, alright, this set came in with a huge amount of expectations. And frankly, based on information that, we didn't even know yet. Based on, like, phony leaks. I remember there was, like, this leak of a Ghost Rare Dark Magician Girl, and that, like, skyrocketed the pre-order price of this set, and that turned out to not even be a real thing. And a lot of people just had certain expectations for this set, and which is kind of fair, because I think this set was very oddly marketed. So when this set was first announced, and you see the cover art is a picture of the Blue Eyes alternative White Dragon, and the set is called Ghosts from the Past. Ghosts obviously referring to Ghost Rares, and the past meaning, I guess, older cards. So my first thought was, okay, this is going to be a set that that focuses on legacy support. This set was screaming legacy support set. Ghosts from the Past. There's a Blue Eyes card on the cover. It was going to be a legacy support, and they were going to do a pretty big printing of Ghost Rares. That was kind of my first thought. I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. Like, we're going to get some more support for older decks, things like that. Cards that we like. Like, I was expecting, like, that Blue Eyes Ghost Rare or a Dark Magician Ghost Rare. But then, when I saw, I think the first video I watched of an unboxing of this was DZeef, when he got it as a, almost like he got really early from Konami, and I saw the cards he was pulling. I was like, what the heck? I'm like, what is this set? There's just a bunch of just random, at least for me. For some people, some of these reprints might be pretty good, but there's just a bunch of just random stuff in this set. And the thing that I find very, I guess, annoying is, again, how this product was marketed and how it's actually presented. So it's called Ghosts from the Past, but you only have, what, 4 or 5 Ghost Rares, and the ratios so far, based on what we've seen, the ratios of these Ghost Rares are like any other set. It's not like there's 5 Ghost Rares, which makes it easier to get a Ghost Rare. No, the ratios of getting a Ghost Rare are so really hard. There have been early reports, again, I don't know how true this is. I don't know if this is still the case now that the product is actually officially released, that some cases might come with the Ghost Rare, but some cases might come with multiple Ghost Rares. Like what? And the fact that you're marketing this product as Ghosts from the Past, yet it's still insanely difficult to pull a Ghost Rare, I think is absurd. What I thought was going to happen, and let me kind of explain myself, is that there were going to be a lot of Ghost Rare printings. Alright? A lot of these cards, again, I thought this was going to be mainly legacy support, not just this random cluster of cards that they put in this. I thought there was going to be multiple Ghost Rares. Again, maybe this was naive of me. And you're probably thinking, well, if there's multiple Ghost Rares, doesn't that make the value of the Ghost Rares go down? Yes, but if you keep Ghost Rares like Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon or Dark Magician at the same ratio they are now, then these cards would still hold value. But at the very least, in a set called Ghosts from the Past, you would think that there'd be more easy to get ghost rares. Now, those ghost rares won't be that valuable, but at the very least, you're getting that kind of rarity in a set that almost markets that. And if you go on any of Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Konami's social media, all the marketing for Ghosts from the Past have been centered around these ghost rares. But these ghost rares have been so hard to find. Okay? What I think they should have done was print a lot or multiple ghost rares, again, where the ratios are like, well, you can at least get one ghost rare in any. You can get at least one ghost rare. Maybe you can get at least one ghost rare in any display box. Again, some of those ghost rares value won't be that high, but if you leave cards like Dark Magician or Blackluster Soldier or Blue Eyes Alternative at the ratios they're at, those cards would still hold value, but at the same time, you're giving the consumer what they want, which is a ghost rare. One ghost rare per display box seems perfectly fair. And then these other ones that I just mentioned would stay at the ratios, and they would be the really rare ghost rares. Because let's face it, a card like Dark Magician, a ghost rare Dark Magician, is 100% collectible. So that's going to keep its value. Any Blue Eyes card is collectible. That's going to keep its value. Same thing for Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos. Alright, these cards would hold their value still, but then people are still getting ghost rares, and that's what I thought this set was going to be. That's honestly what I thought that what this set was going to be, that it was going to be better ghost rare ratios. You were going to at least get one ghost rare, even if it was a crappy one ghost rare in each maybe display box, and that it would be a legacy support set. Now, those are all, I'll be fair, those are all expectations I had with zero information. The only information I have, again, is how the product was marketed. And I think the product was really marketed, how do I say it? You know, I don't want to say it was misleading, because misleading is kind of a strong way to put it, but like, you present this Ghost from the Past. The box is glossy and mirror. You have the picture of Blue Eyes, and if you're at the store buying this, you at least feel like, oh, I might have a good chance of pulling a ghost rare. That'd be cool. When it's like, it seems almost impossible to pull a ghost rare. Again, based on what we're hearing right now, that the ghost rare ratios are just the same as they normally would be, the same as they would be for the raw ghost rare and all that. And in a set that's specifically marketed around ghost rares, that just seems really wrong, honestly. You know, that's like calling maximum gold, calling it maximum gold, but your chances of actually getting one of those gold rares is once a case. Like, yes, obviously ghost rares are more valuable and more rare and more collectible than the gold rares are, but at the same time, but that's how maximum gold was marketed, where if you're getting a box of maximum gold, you can expect to get a gold rare, or at least there's a chance you get a gold rare. For Ghosts from the Past, you're like, you could hear it in my box opening video. I had zero expectations of pulling a ghost rare. None. In a set called Ghosts from the Past, I had zero expectations of pulling a ghost rare. And there's a lot of big YouTubers out there who have bought display boxes and still didn't pull. The only people who are pulling ghost rares are people who get extremely lucky by buying a box in Target and just so happen to pull one, or people who buy multiple cases get like one or two. You know, again, based on what I've saw, again, that could change over time, but I'm not a fan of this set. Now, let's talk about what's actually in the set. Like I said, I have expectations on no evidence whatsoever that this was going to be more of a legacy support set. But the cards are so random. I mean, Dragoonity, Like, wasn't there a Dragoonity structure deck in the OCG? And, like, so are they putting the Dragoonity stuff in that structure deck in this set? That's ridiculous. Just give us the structure deck. Why would you release, I know they've done this kind of thing before, but why would you release a Dragoonity structure deck in the OCG? And instead of just importing that to the TCG, you fill this already bloated set with Dragoonity cards that were in, I assume, were in that structure deck. This set has a total of 132 cards. This set has a total of 132 cards, which, okay, fine. Here's the problem. Each box is 3 packs with 5 cards. Each mini box is 15 cards. Alright, which means each display box is 75 cards. Each display box is 75 cards. Where if you look at something like a core set, now that's a core set, I get it, you're at least getting in the hundreds, right? Maximum Gold, I think Maximum Gold might have had more than that. 132 card set, 15 cards per box. That's just too small. And again, a lot of the stuff in here is just like super specific, and some of it's really random. Like, sure, the Heuzanru reprint to make it ultra rare, that was a cool idea. This is kind of what I thought there was going to be more of stuff like this in this set. But then there's just a bunch of random stuff. Now with Maximum Gold in that set, again, which is one of those reprint sets, what this was supposed to be, Maximum Gold at least had some meta-relevant staples in it. In Maximum Gold, you can get cards like Ash Blossom, Ghost Ogre, Infinite Impermanence, the Dragon Maids, Nibiru, Eldritch, the Golden Lord. You can get these staples, these meta-defining cards in that set, and at the very least, when you're pulling from that set, you're like, okay, there's cards I can actually use. Now, for specific people, I'm sure there are good reprints in here. Like, I'm sure Meldoche people are thrilled. I'm sure Dragoonity people are thrilled. But again, that's very specific, and I'm just wondering, like, what was the purpose of this set? To just throw any random thing in here? To throw any random thing in here, have a ridiculous ratio for ghost rares, even though it's called Ghost from the Past, and then that's it? This just doesn't feel very well thought out, honestly, in my opinion. It doesn't feel very well thought out, and I think they just completely dropped the ball on this one. And again, to be fair, a lot of the hype was fan hype, right? A lot of the hype was hype that we created. Okay, but again, marketing this product the way they marketed this product, how couldn't we have hyped this up? You know, we all thought we were getting Ghost Rares. I did not think that there would be an obnoxious ratio with Ghost Rares like there is in any set, in a set called Ghost from the Past. You know, and yeah, just the randomness that's in here, which again, for certain players, I'm sure, you know, they're metal foes, I guess. There's Necros, like Ojama Country, okay. Like, I don't know. I guess I was just expecting something else. And again, this isn't me being salty that I didn't pull a Ghost Rare or anything. Like, I didn't expect to, based on what I've seen. But I'm just disappointed in this set overall. I am probably not buying another display box of this because the price of it is still above MSRP. I'm just not overspending for it, especially if my chances of pulling a Ghost Rare are so obnoxiously low. And I just recommend, like, if you're looking for certain cards, if you're one of those people where this set might, you know, benefit you in some way with some of the singles, just buy the singles, honestly. Like they're not that expensive, and they might just go down. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not a market expert. Like some of these reprints have drastically dropped the prices on a lot of these cards, and honestly, just buy the singles from this set. Don't even, yes, the thought of pulling a ghost rare from this set, the thought of pulling a ghost rare Dark Magician, which I would have had a heart attack if I pulled that, or a ghost rare Blue Eyes alternative, or a ghost rare Blackluster Soldier or Soldier of Chaos. That sounds really fun. That sounds really cool. But the thing is, this set is still selling above MSRP right now. That might change because it was heavily scalped. You can't find it in retailers. You can't find, I'm sure it's being sold for more at local game stores, stuff like that. But on the internet, I think this set maybe was $15. You might get it for $25 to $30. I just don't think that's worth it. To me, at least. I bought mine to make a video on it, just to show it off, things like that. But that's just kind of my those are my overall thoughts on Ghosts from the Past. I was very excited for this set. I pre-ordered it a while in advance, and I thought, man, this set's just gonna be a really cool, fun set to open. But you go through the cards and you're like, yeah, okay, I guess that's all right. And why is this card in there? There are things like that, and like really just random stuff. I hope that the last couple sets, honestly, have been very lackluster. I guess Phantom Rage was okay. What was the one? Genesis Impact I thought was actually pretty good, because you were able to get a lot of like Drytron cards and stuff like that. Blazing Vortex, I mean, yeah. but yeah, those are just kind of my overall thoughts on this set. Again, this might have just been me rambling, just complaining about it. But those are just my opinions. I'm just disappointed. I was expecting something else. I thought it was going to be better. I hope the sets coming up are better. They're looking pretty cool so far. I look forward to those, but I'm ready to move past, no pun intended, I'm ready to move past Ghost from the Past. Again, this is probably going to be the last thing I make on it. I might keep complaining about it on Twitter or whatever, but that's all I got. So, if you disagree, then it is what it is, but if you agree, that's great. Would love to start maybe a dialogue in the comments or whatever, or on Twitter, or anything like that. But those are just my overall thoughts on Ghosts from the Past, and I will see you on the next video. Later.